Mr. Hand in Fast Times at Ridgemont High versus Jeff Spicoli, the student, an early 80s movie, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. The scene, Mr. Hand and Jeff Spicoli just played into play last night in the CNN town hall meeting when Anderson Cooper asked the President of the United States, does he have an idea on how to curb or lower these gas prices? And the answer was, I don't know. Mr. Spicoli, will you pass my class U.S. history? The answer, gee, Mr. Spicoli, I don't know. The President of the United States and Mr. Hand, I don't know. Now, it's got to hurt the Democratic caucus, the fact that they not only humiliated themselves by voting for a non-green candidate, but the fact that honesty or dishonesty starts to take into play when the intention all along is to return Iran into the marketplace for oil, lifting those sanctions for that nuclear deal. And that's the real intention. Does he or does he not know, or does he really not know? Mr. President, what are we going to do about Afghanistan? Gee, Mr. Hand, I don't know. That's the bottom line here. Now, Jeff Spicoli, Mr. Hand, are you going to pass U.S. history? Bottom line is Joe Biden able to do the job as President of the United States? Michael Jameson on Twitter, gee, Mr. President, I don't know. Are you able to do the job as President of the United States? What I think a lot of people saw last night, the answer was, are you going to pass U.S. history, Jeff Spicoli? And the answer Mr. Hand gave, dude, Jeff, I don't know. That's the bottom line here. The president doesn't know. The language he used last night on Taiwan and China, when he doesn't know, that's a national tragedy, because Peking or the CCP, they're not regarded anymore as the CCP. Listen to the administration, they call them the PRC. No, they're not people's freedom. In fact, the freedom was taken into play last night when Joe Biden said that he doesn't care about people's freedom, when they're not even going by the science, the fact that people with already getting the illness have immunity, forcing the issue of the beetle wax when the beetle wax is spreading or could be spreading this, and you're not discussing that on the air. Well, I don't know. Mr. President, how are you going to lower the gas prices? I don't know. Is the beetle wax causing more people to get cases? I don't know. Is it happening in Russia with Sputnik? I don't know. I don't know, Mr. Hand. I don't know, Jeff. I don't know, Mr. President. You either do know or you don't know. The question is, if you don't know, that's a serious problem. If you do know and you're being dishonest, that's also a serious problem. Either way, you breached your trust on being qualified for being the President of the United States. The bottom line is you should have an idea and a plan to lower these gas prices with the technology that we already have by using ethanol and green energy. But you just don't know. I don't know. Write it down, people. The President of the United States, these gas prices are already too high. He doesn't know. So what is he just doing? He's giving the gas companies the green light now to rip us off even more because they know he doesn't have an idea. Instead of adding ideas or putting a team together that have ideas, nobody in the administration has an idea, and that's including Pete Buttigieg. Pete, do you have an idea on how to lower gas prices without bringing in Iranian petroleum? I don't know. Then what are you guys doing back there? What's going to happen if China invades Taiwan? I don't know. The last thing you need is a president with language that he says he's going to do something when he just doesn't know. And I think the proof is in the pudding. In Joe Biden's case, it's the worst tapioca pudding in the whole United States. YouTube.com, Jamestown, California.